the Atlanta Braves and the Detroit Tigers. This crowd is ready as we get set for the World Series. Game 1 is next. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. There may be no better atmosphere in all of baseball than Game 1 of the Fall Classic, Singy. Lots of excitement to get this thing started.
Yeah, and the players feel that just as much as the fans. You're down there with goosebumps, and these players are just trying to stay in the moment. But I'll tell you, for the home team especially, it's so hard not to be emotional and hyped up with all the energy in this building right now.
And on the other side, of course, you're looking to swing home field advantage your way with an all-important opening win on the road. First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go. And today's starter, Garrett Cole. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, the big thing is that the way he holds his curveball, it's more of a knuckle curve. And because of that, it's less predictable in terms of the break for the hitter. That makes it that much harder to hit this guy.
Okay, all set to go. And here's the veteran outfielder, Christian Yelich. Missed with a changeup. So we're underway in Game 1 of the World Series. And there's a ball.
2 balls, no strike.
And that one almost hit him.
Yeah.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
So digging in, Johan Rojas. To first, maybe a 2-ball. To second, that's 1. Boots it.
Well, they had the chance of turning 2 right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the ball as he tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
Runner on the go. Cut on and miss. Throw to second and great jump. Runner goes again. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. And that one got a piece of him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Here's Trout. That's in for a strike.
Well, if they can push one across here in the first inning, would really settle the crowd down and help take that element out of the game early.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
That one not close. And the count is 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Got him looking, that's a strikeout.
Well, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit.
1-0.
That misses, and that's ball 1. Tap foul at the plate. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Runners on first and third, 2 away here in game 1 of the World Series. Next pitch is outside. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Alec Burleson in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Got him looking. Huge strikeout there.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
And we're back. Today's starting pitcher, Ryan Wu.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
And here's Corey Seager to hit. Seager checks his swing, appeal to third, didn't go. The pitch. And a foul ball.
Nope, outside.
That one missed. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Now it's the right fielder. Inside corner, that's a strike. 0-1. Runner at first with no outs here. Ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they don't get the out.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. You got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. And that is out of play. Strike 2.
The crowd here has been fired up even before the first pitch for this series, and they'll go crazy right here if they can take an early first inning lead.
Pitch misses. Now 1-2. No outs. Runners at first and second. swing and a high fly ball left field. Rojas sizes this one up, brings it in. Runner tags at second, and the throw's offline, safe at third. Let's check out the lineup. Here's what they came up with for Game 1 of the World Series, Singy.
Yeah, they're hoping they piece together a winner. Historically speaking, the team that wins this opening game more often than not goes on to win the World Series. Today is a day to come storming out of the gates.
Out to short, dives, but it's off his glove. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Well, that's a frustrating way to fall behind in this one as the infield single drives in the run. And sometimes all you have to do is put the ball in play and you give your teammate a chance to hurry home.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. First pitch, and he just misses.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
2 on, 1 out. Double play ball to second. Spin, throw, that's one. And that's 2. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. We move on to the second here at Comerica. It's the Tigers 1 and the Braves 0. One of the World Series. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Alec Burleson. Game 1 of the World Series here tonight, and all he's hoping is that the success that he's had in the first couple of rounds continues.
The great thing, you're here in the World Series. Now just try to have fun. The performance has been outstanding, and why should it stop now?
How do they cool him off?
Well, they're going to be extremely careful with him. I doubt he's going to get much to hit today, but when he does, be careful because he can hit it a long way.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the postseason success continues for him.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Here comes Yoan Moncada. And that's in there at the knees. Burleson gets his lead at first with nobody out. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And he makes the catch. And there's 1 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Gleyber Torres up to hit. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Tying run is at first. Here at the top of the second. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Out there to center. And that'll fall for a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that.
To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Here's the left fielder, Christian Yelich. Check swing, called strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
1 out, bases full. Hard liner. Squeezes it. Runners tag up from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 1-1.
Sometimes that can be a little tough to score on. It was hit so hard that getting back to the bag, the tag, takes a little bit of time by the time that outfielder catches it, but a really good job of getting that run in from third.
And now, Johan Rojas. He's 0 for 1. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. And now it's Mookie Betts. Well, it's pretty clear that he was frustrated, and even he admitted as much with his performance in their last series, but now a chance to hit the reset button.
That's one of the things he's going to have to get used to, being the superstar player in this lineup. They are going to pitch you very tough, and you make the adjustment, you can have success. I think he'll have it in this one.
Just missed.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Strike one. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. Swings and misses. 2-2 now.
Really consistent release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command in both locations.
Inside, and it's 3-2.
That's a really good take.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Reaching down, makes the catch. So they get 1, but end up leaving the bases loaded. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. All tied 1-1. Back to the ballpark. And here is Devers.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Gotta love the intensity of postseason baseball. Players on both sides at such a high level of emotion. Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. And they grab the lead. It's 2-1. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boone. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat, and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
And up next for Detroit, Adrian Del Castillo. That one ripped. That's back there. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
Lined into right. Trout makes the grab for the 2nd out.
Talk about that intensity, Boo. It comes out of everybody. Think about celebrations by players like Carlos Correa, Jose Bautista, Kirk Gibson. Just iconic moments.
Blake Perkins, the next to hit, takes outside. 2 out, space is empty. To the right side. Fires to first on the run. What a play. Inning over. Solo shot for Detroit this inning. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching the World Series on the show. On to the 3rd inning. And now batting Mike Trout. Cole back to work.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
And the 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. a swing and a miss. That K is his third of the game.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
These fans have to feel good right about now. This series not going to be easy, but they have the lead at home in game 1. That brings the anxiety down a few notches.
The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Alec Burleson next up for the Braves. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Burleson, 26 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. And that one fouled off.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Nothing across here this half. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Tigers 2 and the Braves 1. Detroit order. Now it's Corey Seager. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one fouled off.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
The shortstop takes the ball. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 1 down. Now the number 2 hitter reached on an infield single his first time. Lifted in the air, right center field. Rojas on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. That's off the mark. Ball 1. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where guys hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Hit in the air, center field. Rojas makes the catch, and that'll do it. Yoan Moncada. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ground ball, Olsen. And he handles it himself for the out. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
And a strike to Glaber. Next offering is fouled back. The Braves trailing by a run here in game 1 of the World Series. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Ripped on a line. Base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. 2 down. And now it'll be Christian Yelich.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Ball one there. And another ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
In the air, left field, down the line. And that's a fair ball. Headed for the plate. The relay. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Always exciting to see a play at the plate. Trying to score with 2 outs, but the tag just gets him in time. And they cut down the run to end the inning.
Hernandez. Hit hard on the ground is short. Throws to first in time. And one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Oh, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Olsen swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today. He swings and fouls one off. And that one hammered. Trout ranging back. Leaping, and it's gone. A solo shot. It's 3-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Base is empty, one away. Here's Rafael Devers. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And a swing and a miss there.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That one outside, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Next pitch is outside. One out, base is empty. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. One down, base is empty. And he walked him. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Adrian Del Castillo up now for the Tigers. Flying to left his first time. Swung on, belted. Back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Well, I think the wind ended up being a factor right there. It's whipping in from right field right now. So otherwise, I think that ball's out of here.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. 0 for 1 so far. And first offering is fouled off. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And next to hit for Detroit, Blake Perkins. Misses off the inside, and that is ball 1. Devers, the lead runner, out at second. Albies on at first with 2 down. Swing and a ground ball. A sliding stop. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Tigers add 1 to the lead on this homer. It's now a 3-1 ball game. This is the World Series on the show. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1.
You know, these Braves looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
And another ball. Fastball in for a strike, and the count is 3-1. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
We got full count.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Going back on this one. Takes it in for the out. Here's Mookie now. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. On a line out towards center. Perkins hooks it away for the out. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Trout checks his swing. Now it appeal to first. And he held back, according to Rusty Valentine. In the air to left center. Hernandez ranging after it. And that is that. Shortstop at the plate. Corey Seager singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. The shortstop takes the ball.
Ball.
Next offering is fouled back.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
2-2 to count.
Gets a piece and stays alive. That missed by a lot. And that's ball 3. It's in and out of his glove. And they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. And now the right fielder.
If there's nobody on in front of him, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
Foul ball there. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. That's inside. And now it's even 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Yelich makes the catch for the out. And there are 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And now here is Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 2 in this one. And a swing and a miss.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. That one's upstairs, ball one.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Up and in, and that's ball three. Teoscar Hernandez waiting to hit for Detroit. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. It's a new arm for the Braves, Jake Brentz.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. And a foul ball.
Now this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Orion Kerkering getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Thompson also getting ready. Next offering way upstairs. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Olsen up for the third time and takes ball one. And another ball.
No strike.
That's towards center. Yelich on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That's out number two. Rafael Devers up to hit. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
First pitch misses.
Ball one, no strike.
Two down, nobody on. Here in game one of the World Series. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two outs. And that just misses. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. That completes the strikeout, inning over.
hitters really make a name for themselves late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Moreno up to hit for the third time as he lays off inside ball one. Just missed. That one drifts inside.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
And that's in for a strike. In the air, center field. Perkins gets under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Here comes Christian Yelich. Ball one, no strikes. Munoz, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a sinker.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
In the air, left field. Hernandez on his way over. He makes the grab. 2 away now. Here's the center fielder, Johan Rojas. That misses the zone. 1-0. And there's a ball.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Swings through that one for strike one.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
2 down, nobody on.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
2 outs.
3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
The kick, the 3-2. Oh, that plunked him. And that's now twice he's been hitting this one. Here's Betts. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do? Rudder takes off. There's a ball. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. Tying run at the plate. Munoz. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Fly ball down the line. Hernandez sizing this one up. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Atlanta. And it remains a 3-1 ball game. Kirkering.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now the catcher up to hit, Adrian Del Castillo. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Yelich should have it. Nabs it, and there's 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. And out of here. A massive home run. And they add a run. It's 4-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
One down. Blake Perkins now at the plate. Yeah, that's fouled off. Outside. And 1-1. One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the late stages of game one. On the corner for a strike, and it's 1-2. And that's a strikeout. Mike Fillmore says he went around. Two down, bases empty. Here's Corey Seager, 1 for 3. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-2.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 4-1. The Braves in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Perkins settles under this one, and it's caught for the out. And here's the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn. 0 for 3 in this one. And that one is downstairs. Ball one. The Braves trailing by 3 here in game one of the World Series. There's a strike. Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone. And down on strikes. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight. Next is the designated hitter, Alec Burleson. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. And another ball. Up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. And he'll be safe at first.
Everything came together for him. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Alex Vesia into the game. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Burleson off of first with 2 away. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Struck him out looking. Braves strand 1, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. For the Braves, Keegan Thompson, and he has some nasty breaking stuff. Now it's the right fielder. That one misses. Ball 1. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 away. And next is the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Movement in the bullpen. Nick Mears getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Swings and misses. And the count 1-1. Way out front for strike 2.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
1 down, base is empty. And that's outside. The count now 2-2. That's down and in. Outside, and that is ball 4.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Now the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Substitution being made at first. Detroit going with the pinch runner, Dylan Moore. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Well, strike 1 is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
That's outside. Now 1-2. Man at first, 1 away. Way outside, and it gets away. Moore into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
Man at second. That one missed. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Keegan Thompson won't go any further tonight. Nick Mears on the pitch out of the pen here.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
First and second, one out. Here is Matt Olson. He's already homered here in this one. Now fly ball to right center. Trout is there. Makes the catch. Both runners tagging. Throw cut off to second. Not going to get him. He's in there. Devers now. He's already homered in this game. Bit of strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a force play at any base.
These fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him swing the bat, but this team does not want to let him beat him.
Del Castillo, the next to hit, takes ball one.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
2 outs. And that misses. Ball 2.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
That one is absolutely belted. Fair ball. Coming home. He's in there. 3-run score.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Man at second here with 2 away. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And that's outside.
That out.
Man on second, 2 down. And that's way high. 2-1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. And it remains 2-2. And there's a ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Got him swinging. So they get 3 runs, only 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. We're on to the 9th in game 1. It's the Tigers 7, and the closer summoned from the bullpen, Aroldis Chapman.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Torres in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1.
Well, I say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Fastball for a strike. 0-2.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot, especially after falling behind on a good first pitch.
On the ground, Olson steps on the bag, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. And next for Atlanta, Gabriel Moreno. In the air, left side. DeLuca sizes this one up. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
The Braves down to their last out. Here's Yelich at the dish. First pitch inside. Just misses. Swing and a foul out of play.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Two down, nobody on. That's off the inside corner. 2-1. Late on that fastball.
Boom. That's cheddar, baby.
One strike away from securing game 1. And that'll do it. The Tigers take this one in a blowout.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
So, Singy, as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
And a 7-1 finish in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'll be the show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.